Hey, y'all don't know me. I'm Crystal. I'm Pixie, whatever the fuck you want to call me. I figured I would just start making videos because I talk to myself way too much for me not to record it and pretend like I'm talking to other people. Okay, let me close some of my doors here. I got hellified doors in my house. Okay, so I think of all this random shit all the time. I ran across a post today from one of my friends on Facebook about having to automatically forgive people that is blood related to you, like mother, sister, brothers, cousins, people that are supposed to, they are legally supposed to be what the definition of family would be. Somebody who loves and takes care of you, has your best interest at heart type shit. Huh. What a joke, by the way. No, I don't believe that. The people in my family, my blood family, have done worse shit to me than people I actually legitimately hate as an enemy. And I'm supposed to just keep forgiving. That's not cool. Okay? Not cool at all. So, and the story I'm going to tell you is based on, there's a few stories that go along that, there's way worse ones. I mean, fuck it. Eventually, you guys will end up listening to most of this, anyways. So, legitimately, my mom is like the worst of all of them, okay? Because she swears that she's done nothing wrong and she's nothing but an angel and she's helped me out and she's given me money, and I steal from her. I don't steal from people. That's just nowhere near me now. And we've negotiated out terms and she just always flips them terms because she's a raging alcoholic. The way my family works, and then this is like the most shittiest way to treat people. I was pregnant for my son, my son's autistic, so he's like 2 right now. So I was about 4 months pregnant. My mother, I was staying at her house, but I wasn't staying in her house. I was living in a truck out in her yard that I ran an extension cord to. Okay, so I had power out there and I had like a TV and I had, like I took out the seats and I made like a little room out there, and it's cold up here in Michigan. Like it's not, I'm talking like November, December. Like she kicks me out in January type shit, 4.5 months pregnant with me and my, at the time, half dead baby dad who was in and out of the hospital and having surgeries constantly. So, I mean, I did spend a lot of my pregnancy living in a hospital chair next to a bed. But at this point, my mom catches a fucking attitude for whatever reason she had that day, okay? And granted, my other 2 kids did stay in the house, my older kids. But they were spoiled, kind of. Even though, I mean, they weren't spoiled, but that's a whole nother fucking story. I'm gonna quit getting sidetracked, alright? Just trying to set the mood for the story. So then this woman proceeds to kick me out of the house, or out of the truck, out of the yard, telling me that it's, knowing I had no place to go, and was just like, you can't stay here. I'm like, okay, great. So I go over to my older sister's house, who was a raging drug addict, 3 kids, whole nother fucked up ass story over there. My mother didn't like the fact that I gave my sister money to stay at her house, close to $1,000. I gave her to stay at her house and, help her with her kids and all this other stuff while I was there, kind of, ease the load on her. But, it's a sister helping a sister. She had a whole upstairs to her house that wasn't even being used, with multiple bedrooms and a bathroom and everything. Like, the only thing we had to share was a kitchen and a laundry facility. Like, it was golden for us. We had our own space. And my mom thought it would be the best idea to call the landlord and tell her that I was living there illegally and that I'm supposed to be on the lease and all this other drama, and just made my life a living hell. So then I ended up, lo and behold, I was only there a couple weeks before I ended up having to leave there as well. Being escorted damn near by the police, because that's how my family does shit with people who were 5 months pregnant, 6 months pregnant at the time. So then I go to baby dad's mom's house. They are just as fucking horrible, to be honest with you, raging alcoholics. We lived in a camper in their backyard. Electricity. A little bit bigger than the truck we were living in. But when they got mad that we got a vehicle, because by the time I got a vehicle, I was about to have the baby and I couldn't use the bus system anymore, considering we had gotten into almost 2 different bus accidents where I'd actually fucked my knee up pretty good on a screw in the wall. People just cutting in front of city buses. Like, I could have injured myself. I was getting too big for all that. So when they found out that we put a couple $100 down on a vehicle and was like, we're just gonna sell this camper and you're gonna have to stay on the couch and we're gonna make it uncomfortable and fight in front of you, and we have this big huge dog you're highly allergic to, so you have to take like 25 Benadryl a day while you're pregnant, and I'm gonna talk shit to you and eat all your food. Like, it's just the worst fucking scenarios. Anyways, that was all blood family that treated me like that. Blood family. I'm supposed to be okay. My sister tried to have me arrested, saying that I was abusing her children. Meanwhile, the guy that was actually abusing them, her man at the time, was doing everything under the sun to traumatize and torment these poor little 3 babies. But yet, she tried to falsely accuse me of abusing a child that I'm the one helped save. Regardless. Would you guys forgive that? That's blood. I came from them people. Them people all have the same blood running through them. That's how I get treated by them. Now, if that was anybody else on the fucking street, they'd have done been. Sorry. I'd be in jail. I think it's $250 for bond still for assault, right, guys? Say something.